Alright, so we're here with the second part of this compilation for how I'm making gold. So this one is a weekly one, you can only do this once a week, but it's a nice way to actually get in-game content in amongst your farming. It is the world quests, and I know a lot of people underestimate those and just tend to not do them, but they don't take you very long at all. You have a pretty big chance to get a lot of gold from those caches. You can see here I'm buying the bags for the delve coins just because I handed in that little scroll thing you get once a week. And I'm going to list it on the auction house here. I am going to do a delve run soon so you can see how that works, but this listing was 11,500 gold, so that was actually pretty good for just handing in that scroll. So that was one delve and the little scroll thing. If I get another one, I'll record it and actually remember the name. So that's what that was there. So we're just going to go through the world quests. I'm having a look here to see if I can find any groups for this big guy, but there aren't any and I can't be bothered making one, so I'm going to change my route. I'm going to do the world quests that give gold. So there's two 800-ish gold ones, and then just another one that gives rep, which isn't too bad because, you know, at some point I might be able to use those I don't know, I can't say it. Those crystals you get from everything that I have a billion of. I might be able to use them at some point for transmog. These quests were really easy, and I did the Isle of Dawn quest in like 13 minutes. I did make sure to get the weekly quest beforehand, the one where they ask you to you choose from the list of 4. I just chose the world quests because I didn't know what I would get time for this week. And they're pretty easy to fit in around everything else. You don't have to do it all at once like a delve. You can't leave halfway through a delve and come back. So I chose the world quests for that reason. And those little caches you get at the end have a chance to have like a substantial amount of gold in them. I know the chance is low, but they can apparently, I've been told, have up to 30k in them. So it's worth going. I know it's a bit of a gamble, but you do make a few thousand gold just doing this anyway, and it's like 30 minutes. If you're a DPS, you could probably do this while you're queuing for dungeons or creating a mythic group or something like that. Whatever it is you do in your WoW time, this is something that's pretty easy to fit in while you're queuing for stuff around other things. So I just thought I'd do it here to show you how quick it really is. I am a discipline priest. My eye level is 511 or 611, something like that. So I'm pretty geared out. I'm not the most geared person in the world, and I am a healer, so things are a bit slower than for me. But I did find with this, the thing that took the longest was flying around from place to place, particularly when I went to Hallowfall for the other bit, for the last 2 quests I had to do. I ended up doing 3 because they had one of those ones where you do the 3 quests, you get the special quest that gives you the box. The special assignment quest, look, I've just finished it there, how convenient was that? The special assignment box for Hallowfall. So I ended up doing 1 more quest there than I needed to because that box has a chance for a lot of gold, and why not? It was like 30 more seconds to do it, so I did it. I will say I'm not a fan of this bee quest. I got mauled twice. Just as a healer, I just didn't have the ability to DPS down the big groups that swarm on you. So what I did was I went and looked for a DPS that was running around and followed them around and kept them healed up, and they were pulling big groups, and that worked really well for me. So I'm going to go put what I've got here on the auction house. It was just another 31 gold for that bee stuff, but you know, gold is gold, right? So now I'm trying to decide where to go in this video. I'm going to go to Hallowfall. You do see me log out there for like a minute. I have offspring, little children, that need me from time to time. So I had to go do that. And then when I came back, I completed the second half of this video. So that's what that's about. And like I said before, the longest part of this was the flying to and from the places. And that special assignment quest at the end takes just a little bit longer, that Lynx one, mostly because I couldn't find the damn Lynx. It's just not a skill I possess. I'm just not good at finding the Lynx. It's like a personal failing. I did realize midway through this flight, you've probably seen me realize I'm capped out in Valor Stones. I do rectify that when I go back to the capital city, and I upgrade all my gear. I ended up being 614 at the end of this video, well, just after this video really, which will make my farming faster in the future, and now I can collect those Valor Stones again. I didn't realize I was capped out, I already had a lot of these radiant shards from a previous time where I did this quest like in a big way. I just spent like I think an hour, 30 minutes here killing stuff and doing the little side quests, and that's enabled me to just come through and really smash out this quest really quickly. You see I got a box there. It was only for 151 gold, but this radiant cache is a little bit different from the other ones I've been trying to collect. This next quest was really good. They were side by side and I could do them both pretty much in the same area at the same time. It did take a little bit of buggering around for me to figure out the toolboxes. I hadn't done that quest before, so it took me a minute to figure it out. But yeah, it was pretty quick. It didn't take very long, and like I said before, you can fit this in around other things like queues and things like that. And it's just a really good way to get some extra cash. If all you're doing is raiding, for instance, and you're not a gold farmer, but you're looking for ways to afford your repair bill, with the quests, the weekly quests are the way to do that. I think in the end I made, I don't know, 6,000 gold-ish. I'll tally it up at the end, we'll be sure. 6,000 gold-ish, which is more than enough for my weekly repair bills for my raid group. So it's a good way, if that's all you're doing, if you're doing mythics or raids and you're just looking for something to afford your repair bill and your consumables like your pots and food and things like that. This is the way to do that. You don't have to be specialized, you don't have to have a profession, you can fit it in 5-minute blocks. This is just a really flexible way to make gold, and I think it is an overlooked way. People tend to go, quests are not that exciting, and it's not going to give me 10,000 gold in 30 minutes, like some of the other gold farms that I do, but it's still really steady and it's really consistent. You could probably make a bit more if you put in the time and effort to fly around the whole 4 zones. I haven't been to the Siren Isle yet, so I don't know what's up there. But if you took some time to fly around the zones and just do the quests that are 800 gold each, there's a few of them. You can usually pick up, I don't know, 3 or 4 a week. And that's probably enough for your repair bill, even if you're doing nothing else. I did pick up the Titan Disc quest, the World quest, and the Delve quest. I'm going to go do that next because I think Delves are the best way for a solo player to make gold. And that's for everyone. Like it doesn't matter what profession you are or what you're doing. Everybody can do it, even if you're a miner or just whatever. It's something for everyone. And they're really easy. I mean, it could just be because I'm a healer, I don't know, but you'd think that would make it harder, but maybe my ability to keep myself alive is a win there. I don't know, but I do tier 8 bountiful delves really easily. Sometimes you can get the little map that gives you the extra treasure chest at the end, and that can have 516 gear in it, 616 gear in it. You can tell I'm good at numbers. 616 gear in it, which is really good, and in most cases still an upgrade for me in some slots. So it's definitely good to get that, but it's really the delve coins you're looking at there. But those do take a solid block of time. I find that they take me anywhere from 18 to 38 minutes, depending on the delve that I'm doing, the delve that's bountiful. So this is a really flexible way, the world quests are a really flexible way to do this. So I've just finished opening up those little caches. We ended up making 5,761 gold, so not quite 6,000, but still pretty close, and it's definitely covering repair bills. So there's not much left to say for this part of the video other than really give the world quest a try. It's a good way to fit in time around other things you're doing, and they do make enough gold for casual players. I mean, it's not going to earn you a subscription, but it's if you're working towards a subscription, it shouldn't be ignored. It's a way every alt can earn gold, and it's just really chill and easy. It's a nice way to play the game. So that's all for this part of the video. I'll see you in the next one.